Hello, gorgeous. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is really bad, but the good news is incredible. So I'll give you bad news, good news, bad news, good news. Part of the bad news is I cut my fringe. It's a bit of a double-edged sword when it comes to fringe. I cut it a little bit too short this time, so I look a little bit like Selena a little bit. Anyway, even my sweetheart also cut his hair a little too short. He went to the barber and they did a great job, but it was a bit too short. We both have short haircuts now. I trimmed my ends. It's still long, but it's shorter and it's healthier. That's not even scratching the surface news, but when I came back from Asia, I was feeling very sick. On top of other things, I am cold and hot at the same time. The weather here is weird. I came back from Asia and I was feeling sick. Adam was sick, so I thought perhaps he gave me his cold. I thought, no, the water made my stomach sick. Eating something over there made my stomach sick. I don't think was true, but I came back and I also think my body was adjusting. So I immediately wrote off my sickness to be I have a cold, which Adam gave me. He didn't get enough sleep. Obviously, how can you sleep when I'm not here with you? No, he couldn't sleep a wink and he was overworked. He got really, really sick to the point that I was sick and my throat started hurting. I ended up being sick for 3 weeks. The first week was the cold. I still filmed videos because I felt okay. Then I got some terrible news about my health. My internal organs weren't very happy with me. Sorry if that's a bit graphic. I had to go to the hospital. I was really, really sick this past week. What is it? It's Sunday now. It got worse and worse and worse because of events coming on into my life. My two friends I wanted to tell. One friend, very supportive. She's been with me through it all. We've both had health scares. She doesn't fully understand. She's being a supportive friend, and that's all that matters to me. She's wonderful. Then my other friend just had a newborn baby, so I did not want to give any bad energy or bad juju about that situation. So that's one good news. And then we were over the moon, still are, about her newborn perfect little angel. He's healthy, he's good. Incredible news for our friend group. More bad news came. I had to go to the hospital and really figure out the situation. They gave me medication to get rid of my body and then medication for pain. The pain, there were a lot of complications. I had to really take medication, and I don't take medication ever. I don't take pain meds because, say, if I have a cut, I want to know if there's going to be a tear. I want to know where the pain is coming from. I want to feel it so I can talk to the doctor and say, this is happening. Or I can just Google something simple because sometimes not everything requires a doctor, a whole team of people in the emergency room. So I want to know how much it hurts, where the pain is coming from. I want to be in touch with my body so I'm not just medicating myself. And I hate pills. They're disgusting. I hate medication, period. I still got my pain meds because they said the first day was going to be horrible. Took them the first day, but I didn't re-up them because you're supposed to manage the pain every 4 to 6 hours. Usually within 4 hours mark, you should take the pain meds again before you even start feeling the pain. That's how it goes after surgery. That's usually what happens. And this procedure was really bad. But I'm such a lucky woman. If you haven't noticed, I have a weird streak of lucky girl syndrome that things always work out. God is great in watching over me. My sweetheart took a couple days off just to make sure I had someone to bring me water because I couldn't even sit up. I couldn't stand. Technically shouldn't be moving around too much, but I'm okay. And I have the most attentive sweetheart angel of a sweetheart. My other half, I'm very grateful for eternally. There would just be times where he would just hug me to make sure I'm okay. And I feel like anytime you're sick, anytime you have a surgery, any type of procedure done, you need someone there because you can't stand, you can't move around, you can't anger your body and not let it heal. You need one person at least willing to help you through it all. If you don't have a nurse, if you can't afford a nurse, which most people can't in the United States, someone who lives with them, you really need someone at home to help you. I'm still going through this. I can't work out. I'm not allowed to. I can still feel my body. It's not fully healed. There's pain there. I'm bleeding a lot. I know it's a lot of detail. I'm also still have to go back to the hospital for more things, which is really annoying. I just want my health to be okay. Right after I got the procedure, the day after, the most wondrous news filled my heart for the rest of this year. We have another addition to the family, this beautiful baby girl. First was a boy, then it's a girl. The whole family is bursting with happiness. Every time I look at her beautiful face, I will always see her as this little cute baby wearing pink in her softness. Such a beautiful princess. I have so many good memories, this cute little girl. That really softened the blow of my health. It makes me smile every day to think about it. But then I got more bad news. It's just one thing after the other this week. I got laid off yesterday. They run out of money. It happens with businesses sometimes. It's a slower season, but they want me to come back. And I kind of just erased the idea of even coming back in my mind and focusing on myself because I'm from Los Angeles. So when I first came back here from Kentucky, because in Kentucky, I don't know anybody. I know people, but I didn't know people personally. So I only had one job to have an income off of. It was interesting because I was relying on my husband the entire time. We divorced. Then I ended up relying on this job, which is a weird feeling because I had no connection to it, but it's the only thing sustaining me. And I didn't have a life there. Really, I did have a life, but I didn't enjoy it. There's nothing to do there. I'm a big city girl at heart who likes to visit the countryside every now and again or have a place in the countryside. Every time I come back to LA, I have all these jobs waiting for me, odd jobs, friends who need help with work, and I also have my business on top of that. So I'm okay. My rent and bills are taken care of. I don't have to stress because the past 2 weeks, my boss was making it like the weight of the business is on your shoulders. That's not a good feeling. Throughout the time that I was working there, I was super stressed. My boss would text me at 10 at night, email me. He didn't know how to schedule send for an email to be at 8 a.m. on Monday. I would be out with friends and family and then get this long 8-inch paragraph text of work that I need to do when I'm having dinner, a late dinner with friends and going out. We get super stressed out and it would take me out of the mood. It was really weird. I remember also being super stressed out, sitting on the sofa with my sweetheart. We were watching something. We were trying to relax from a BS day. We were having a long day and I thought it's so nice to relax next to you. But on my mind, I was so stressed out thinking about, oh no, on Monday I need to do this. Tuesday I need to do this. I only have 2 days of a weekend. Why is a weekend only 2 days? I feel like every day should be a weekend, like The Dowager and Downton Abbey.
And of course I'll have the weekend.
What is a weekend?
Having a job makes me feel like I'm relying on someone else, even though I can rely on myself entirely. When I first came back to Los Angeles, aside from all the friends connecting me to really good positions, the fact that I came back here on my own and all my bills were taken care of because I had a business, and I was actually getting paid more when I focused on my business than I did with a job plus my business because I could focus. I was making so much more to the point that when I got the job, I cut down the clients that I didn't want to work with. I realized every time I deal with these clients, I really like it because I don't feel like I'm working. I love what I do. I literally make things pretty for a living. I'll have it linked below. It's ltkassistant.com. I make LTK collages and content for other creators, and it's so much fun. I don't know how else to say it. Now I'm just gonna focus on my business, I guess, for a bit. I'm happy. I am really enjoying my time off, and I made a list of things that I want to do. Also, bad news, I had to stop flight school because flight school is expensive. I'm just gonna take a break from it for a little bit, but I'm gonna come back. It was a great feeling. I am super happy. I'm just a girl, soft life. Here are the benefits of me being laid off that I am looking so forward to. The first thing I thought of was, wow, I actually have time. Now I'm gonna make sure the house is clean every single day. Super easy. I'm doing laundry in the bathroom. I love cleaning the bathroom. I will do it over the dishes. I clean the dishes last usually. Clean the oven, clean everything, the floor, sparkling clean all the cats things, dusting everything, making it immaculate and beautiful because I just miss that. And having a lot of stress, even if I'm not doing anything, I get stress frozen. You know, when you're overwhelmed and you just don't do anything. I can't wait to clean and take inventory of everything in the house to make sure that I'm using as many outfits as possible because I stopped dressing up. I realized it's because I hated my job when I was working. You know, when you're forced to look at a spreadsheet. I like my job because I like who I work with and I genuinely enjoy it. And I love making things nice, optimizing systems and all that, but it's not what I was meant to do. Next is I can heal by myself and I can throw myself to Arabic. I have my notes and I never got around to do them because I was always so overwhelmed and thinking, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Now I really want to do it. It's almost December. I am going to surprise Adam in December with Arabic and just start speaking to him. I have all the studies I have had from Arabic. I practice a little bit with him, but when I sit down and practice and really study, quoting Shakespeare here, the world is my oyster, I put 110,000%. It becomes a whole new world. Next is creating new outfits. I am so excited to create new outfits. All the times where I was consistent with posting and sharing cute style inspiration was when I had time to do all of these things. I was a stay-at-home wife, or I was a wife with a business at home. This was the happiest time of my life when I was living this way. I feel so fulfilled in absolutely every way. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna read all the print material I have at home because I have so many books and so many spectators that I haven't read. Then I'm gonna read all the audiobooks I have or listen to all the audiobooks I have. I'm filming with my phone right now, but I have apps that are full of books that are downloaded. I never got to read them. I'm gonna listen to them on double speed and get as much education and information as possible. Also, going to go all in on my YouTube, LTK, blog, Pinterest, Instagram. I want to post 3 times per week again. That's my goal. Before I was posting every day. Now I look back at, and now I look here today and think of how daunting that is. It's so simple, but we'll figure something out. We always do. Next is I want to create a mood board for my new life, which I did. This is interesting. I created a mood board for what I want my actual life to look like and what I want my dream life to look like. They look so far apart. I have to find a way to get from A to B or B to A, reverse engineering that. I'm really happy. This is such a weird thing to say. I don't say it often. It's not rare. It's not common where I'm just grateful for what I have. Everybody should feel this feeling. So look around you. It's funny because my life is falling apart. My outside life is falling apart. The things that people judge you on, status. And for example, if you have a job, people will judge you based on your job. Aren't you just grateful that person has a job, that they're okay, that they're getting the things they need, they're feeding their family? We judge people way too hard. The way to not see the negative side is just by being grateful for what you have. It's a very Douglas Murray thing to say. I like his way of thinking. Just be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for who you are. I want to find a way to create those two mood board lives to come back together again, which I will. That's the thing about social media. I used to say I'm a blogger. Now I say I make content for bloggers, which is my business, but I have a business where I blog. I post outfits, I post affiliates, etc. When I tell people, sometimes every now and again I'll get a person who is very more socially inclined and they will say the political aspect of it or the sociological aspect of it and say, you're contributing to the problem. Do you know how many people take their lives, how many young girls in Denmark who take their lives from social media? I always come back with them saying, do you know how many lives social media has saved? There are people out there who are coaches for people who get through divorce or therapists who have more information on this and say, you are right where you need to be. What you're going through is perfectly normal. Even though you think it's a weird situation, navigating is going to be easier than you think. That peace of mind that it gives people, or the fact that people can make money on social media now and completely sustain their lives or their family, support their family because of social media. Nobody ever talks about the wins about social media. They always talk about the extreme losses we have, but nobody talks about everyday people, because there are people who make a lot of money on social media. There are people who make peanuts on social media, but we don't talk about the people who idle somewhere around the middle, who have extra income because of it, who can do whatever they want and live comfortably because of it. I'm here saying people are always looking at the negative things. Close friends, I can tell them anything. Like the friends I talk about money with, these are the same people. They always ask me. I have a friend who asked me to walk him through LTK and make him create an account. He just sold his business for jillions. And he's asking me, this teeny tiny business person who's enjoying what she does. I made him an account, walked him through it. This is how it works. And I explained it. And he was really asking me questions and diving deep. And is this is profitable? That's incredible. So anybody can make money based off of this app. Anybody can do. I'm not trying to MLM you guys, not at all. If you want a referral, just comment, I will send you. But you still have to get approved first. You have to get approved before getting into LTK. There might be weird reasons why or something, like your Instagram account is not in a certain mode, creator versus business versus personal, whatever it may be. It's not up to me anyway. I have this friend who's really interested, and I have a few friends who are, no way. Can you explain to me how that works? Friends who are very open-minded because they're business people and they like different ideas. Entrepreneurs are very much like that. They always talk about ideas, but usually with people they respect or people they think that they can understand or can understand them because they understand the risk versus the reward. A lot of people see the risk, where crazy people like us see the reward. I don't know if I'm gonna get a part-time job or just do something free, keep going freelance, or do my business entirely or do some hybrid. I'm enjoying it, but first I want to do reviews of all the new beauty products that I have because I miss doing beauty reviews. No matter how you find me, I hope you're doing well. There has been a weight lifted off my shoulders, honest to goodness. I was not built for an office. I just feel good. My home is my office, but I feel like I live in a penthouse. I have everything. I have the sweetest cat. I have great food. Check out my cereal haul, you guys. I need to clean. Also, I realized for my health, Don't just eat what people tell you. Have fava beans. Have a horrible diet where you don't enjoy anything. No. If you want sugar, eat sugar. Your body's happy. I don't think you should be orthorexic all the time where you're just constantly Gwyneth Paltrowing your entire diet. No, this has peptides and macros and this and that. If you have a chef for that, or if you have the time to work that out, that's good for you. My body is really, really happy with just healing right now. And then once I get healed, then I'm going to go crazy again. The thing is, I noticed that the changes when I did take supplements or when I was doing what I call orthorexia, I was only incrementally better. What I was better at was being disciplined. It made me want to do healthy things, which is good. So that's all I will stop yapping about. But this is a lot of really big news for you guys, from having a pregnancy complication to having fun creating content again, and also helping other people create content in my business. It is pure bliss. So thank you so much for watching this little TED Talk. And I still have vlogs that I never posted. I just need to edit them. I miss you very much, by the way. It's been a while since I posted. Thank you for all the people who have been following me. It is such a pleasure to have you. I am coming out with more updates about Dixon etiquette and a new little project. Subscribe, click the bell, tell all your friends, watch it several thousand times. It's 100% free. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.
قوموا بزيارة الويب سايت stylegea.com واشتركوا للحصول على أفكار ملابس أسبوعية مجانية ونصائح للعناية الشخصية. تابعوني على انستغرام لاجيا غارسيا للحصول على تحديثات يومية، واقرأوا مدوناتي لاستكشاف أعمق. شكرا.